Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm Alison Stanton, Chief Problem Solver at Stanton Ventures, where I focus on all things data. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm here to talk about the ways DevOps could be more accessible. I believe feedback is love and hope that you email me questions and comments. The perspective I come from is unique. Both of my parents are programmers. I'm a white, cis, pansexual woman. I've had access to computers since I was 3. HTML was my gateway drug into programming in high school. I found the word GOAT in the DevOps dictionary and fell in love because it is an affirmation that talking to people to make things work for everyone is indeed a great thing and not something to be chastised for. It also nods to interdisciplinarity, curiosity, initiative, and reaching your goal. To me, DevOps was just a new word for system administrators. Given my experiences, that meant that it was closer to the hardware level, and it was the land of duct tape and Band-Aids. It's the land of gruff older men in a server room that no one wanted to talk to because they always say no. But when people tell you that the system is too fragile to give you access all the time, you start believing that the system architecture is about 30 seconds from falling over at any given time. Turns out that's not what DevOps is about. But it took outreach to get me to realize that, to get me to realize I might already be part of this world. When I say accessibility today, I mean the ability to enter and stay in DevOps by people currently underrepresented in DevOps. By underrepresented, I mean those who are not white, cis, heterosexual, able-bodied men, and in some cases, those who pass as such. To me, the root issue is tribal knowledge. To learn DevOps, you must already be a part of the tribe. The tribe entry procedure is a secret, and you're either standing still or you're already on the highway. The on-ramps are almost non-existent, and once you're on, you're on. Now, as a data person, I wanted a quantitative measure, so I went to Amazon.com. These are the rates at which books for each keyword were published, and as you can see by orders of magnitude, DevOps has fewer books, aka fewer on-ramps. Therefore, my main point to you today is that the root solution for accessibility in DevOps is to start being teachers. Share the wealth of knowledge, give lessons, answer questions, mentor, draw diagrams. There are multiple ways to contribute. The principles of teaching that I would personally encourage you to start with begin at universality. Expand your audience. How could someone learn DevOps from a local library computer? There are people in America learning JavaScript on paper. It's a thing. So share the wealth of knowledge, give lessons, answer questions, mentor, draw diagrams. There are multiple ways to contribute. The principles of teaching that I would be multimodal, and because people learn in different ways. The approachability of people who do DevOps work is also key. Honestly, I think DevOps has a perception problem as being folks with unattainable expertise. Practice use case learning. To me, use case learning embodies the concept of teaching with a focus on reaching a deliverable. It doesn't see setup as the thing to learn, it realizes that setup is the first step to getting to someplace productive. Second, I want to introduce you to the concept of full examples. When you give full examples, you make up for unintended gaps in your explanations. You spell things out step by step. By giving more context to the learner, they're more likely to be able to recover from your bad assumptions about what they do and do not know. You know how at Stack Overflow, the top answer will be go to the log file? Do you know how many log files there are on a Linux box? Which one are you talking about? What directory is that in? Because I don't know. So my recommendation is for all of you to turn into teachers. Be the best teachers, because there's a lot of ground to make up for. I would challenge you to try to explain one thing a week. Here are some examples. They span mediums and audiences. The most important thing is for it to be as widely and publicly accessible as possible. Ideas like giving credentials are, I would hazard to bet, scare concepts at first glance. It's okay to start with read replicas, it's okay to start with training wheels. It's okay if you only explain one thing a month and not one thing a week. My point is that this is not a one and done item. It needs to be an ongoing effort to be the best teacher you can be. You'll notice I continue to be multimodal in my suggestions, because just as all learners learn best in different ways, so too do all teachers have their best mediums. The important thing is that you aren't insular. And honestly, stop with the excuses about why underrepresented people can't have access to systems, especially the excuse that is silence. Do you have any idea how hard it is to learn a technology without access to said technology? It's almost impossible. Here's what I wrote in a LinkedIn post early this year. If they were really worried we would break something, they would teach us how not to break it. If they don't have time to teach us, they would tell us what certification to earn, what to read, or what examples to go build to make us qualified. Hopefully in this 5 minutes I have taught well. Thank you again for having me at DevOpsDays Madison. Remember, feedback is love. I look forward to hearing about your efforts over the next year. Go forth and teach.